They've passed legislation elevating themselves into positions of virtual aristocracy. And they're not. They're just people, just like you and just like me. That's all they are. They just thrive on power, and they thrive on fear. So they have this parasite that I was talking about that, a couple of shows back, this psychic parasite that feeds on fear. It literally does feed on fear. This is all these people know. And they'll keep going out, they'll keep suppressing each other, they'll keep suppressing every country they can, and they'll wait until they've controlled every single person on Earth just so they can feel safer about themselves. And once they've suppressed and jailed and got rid of everybody on Earth except the people they need to run their corporate apparatus and to run their machine for them, they'll turn on each other and they'll start eliminating each other. I mean, eventually you'll have these people go on until there's only one family left. And then the husband will turn on his wife and think that she's against him. And then when there's one person left on Earth, he'll feel safe and he'll feel like no one's out to get him. This is how demented these people are. This is why I was saying a couple of shows back that you've really got to feel sorry for these poor people. I mean, this mentality that they have that makes them do this. I mean, imagine going through life that way. It would be a shocking way to be, really. So you can't hate these people. You just have to realize what they're doing, and you have to understand your power to address the situation. Because you really do have the power to do so. We don't have to put up with any of this. And just don't buy into their fear mentality, because all of it's an illusion. You know, they create the divisions, because divide and conquer. That's how it works. We all know that. So wake up to your power, folks. We can address this situation. Don't think that we can't. And in fact, we are. I mean, the awakening that's happening is phenomenal. Even with this, what I was mentioning earlier with my film that's being distributed this weekend in Byron Bay. And this is just a man on the street who's decided that this film has merit and that people should get this information. And this is what it's all about. People are just taking it upon themselves to realize their connection to others and to realize that they can help by, a simple distribution of information. One man can make a difference, folks. One voice can make a huge difference. And I am living proof of that. The entire Crow House and everything that I've put out there, all of the stuff that I've done, it's a one-man operation, folks. You can be doing the same thing. I'm pleased to say also that the hits on the Crow House have actually gone up again. It's phenomenal. They've actually gone up to the daily average this month is 106,692 hits a day, which is very gratifying. I'm so pleased that people are taking the time to visit the site and that they are spreading it with their friends. Don't forget about the intention this weekend as well at 10 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. I've put a countdown clock on the website. I was getting a lot of queries from people as to what the time was in their particular country, and I simply don't have time to go through and work out every different time frame for every country and post it all on the website. So I've put a countdown clock on the website, and you can go there, you can just check this. It tells you exactly how many hours and how many minutes, counting down to 2200 hours Greenwich Mean Time. And that's when the intention starts. It goes for 1 hour, and it's going to happen at the same time every week until further notice. I don't expect to simply change the world on the first intention. Of course, it would be nice, but I don't expect it to happen. It will take a little bit of time for people to get into the hang of this and to start feeling the type of emotions they should be feeling for this intention. So it's an ongoing thing. It'll be happening every week. So if you miss the first one, don't stress. It will be going every week at the same time. The countdown clock will be gone after this week. So just remember what time the intention happened in whatever time zone you're in, and participate again at the same time every week until further notice. And we'll just see how we go on this. There is going to be some radio stations participating. There are a lot of people that are going to be participating. So have no fear that there are thousands of people around the world doing the same thing at the same time. And I truly believe that we can make a difference to this reality if we all get into this and we all put our energy into it and start projecting that energy into the field around us. I truly believe we can make an enormous difference to what's going on this planet. So please participate in that one. And understand that you are powerful. One man can make a difference. One voice can indeed change the world and reach a lot of people. I'm simply one voice, and so are you. And you must never doubt your power to do this. Never doubt your power to make a difference to the field. Never doubt your power to be able to make a difference, a positive difference, and make positive change for the human family. You must never doubt this. It's very important that you do remain aware of your power and you understand your power and you remain centered in the correct emotional state. Understand that you are talking to the field around you all the time, every day. So don't hate. Don't be greedy. Don't have bad intentions. Just understand your connection with everybody else and put that into the field. So that is the energy others have to draw upon. And we can make a big difference to this reality. We truly can, folks. If you doubt your ability to do this, then I highly recommend that you go and look at a playlist I've got on my YouTube channel called The Science of Miracles by Greg Braden, where he talks about a medicineless hospital in Beijing, and he shows you video footage of a tumor being removed from a woman by 3 practitioners in this medicineless hospital. He also gives the number of the square root of 1% being all that is needed to shift the consciousness of the planet. So I highly recommend that you view that material if you have any doubts. It's very empowering information. It really is. Braden does a wonderful job presenting this to the public, and everybody should be made aware of it. And there's also the work of Masaru Emoto. If you have any doubt of the ability of your emotions to shape reality, I totally recommend that you view his work as well. Absolutely amazing. I've talked about it on this show before, where people's emotions actually affect water crystals and cause them to crystallize into different forms. If you're feeling different emotions towards this water, it will react in different ways. You can also look into the work of Victor Schauberger, which is on a different field, of course, but it does show some of the phenomenal properties of water. All of this information is very, very good information. It's very empowering information, and it should be viewed by all people. I recommend that you look up work by all of these individuals and gain a little bit of knowledge to how the world really works, because it's stuff that you're simply not going to see on the television. It's stuff that you're not going to find taught to you in mainstream education institutions. So I highly recommend that you look it up for yourself. Of course, there's also people like Nikola Tesla and people like Royal Rife, who was able to cure pretty well all diseases that ever came before him, most of them deemed incurable, and he was able to do that with different frequencies of sound. There's also wonderful people like Len Horowitz, who does some incredible work on emotions and DNA and the fundamental principles of energy that we've been talking about on these shows so often. So I recommend that you view the work by all of these people. It is a true education, and it is very empowering. It's all stuff that you need to know, so look them all up, and I'm sure that you will, if you have any doubts about yourself, I'm sure that you'll feel a lot different after viewing the work by those individuals. And it's very important that you don't get into a state of fear of any of this information. That's something that I've really tried to stress with a lot of my work, is that the main goal of my work is not to instill fear into people, but to provide information to people and to inspire people to question things and to search out the real truths about things for themselves. You know, I mean, a lot of it probably does seem overwhelming, but none of it has been presented to you in order to instill fear. It's simply to raise awareness of what is really going on in the world. And I've tried to stress so many times in many of my films and in the latest film, I've tried to stress that it's not a time for despair at this sort of information about all the negativity that's happening in the world. It's not time to despair at it. It's time to see the opportunity that it provides, because it really does provide an opportunity for humankind to act. And it is stuff that's been unfolding for a great many years. It's just that people have been kept distracted to it. You know, it's very clever the way they keep people distracted. They do it through everything, you know, sport, TV, all the stuff they can put at you to distract you. But we do have a clear and present problem on this planet that does need to be addressed. It does need to be addressed by all of us, and it's about time that we did. It really does require people's quite urgent attention, but like I said, it's nothing to despair. It's an opportunity, and we need to seize the opportunity, embrace the opportunity, and we need to act upon it.